Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the StarCraft Evolution League number 11, your bi-weekly dose of StarCraft Evolution StarCraft. Here we go. We are back. We're here with the semifinals. We are here with the semifinals. We've reached our top 4 players here of the tournament. Just catching up with the chats. Ironically, it might be more interesting as we go into the unknown. I wouldn't go that far as to say they're unknown. These are very well-known players. MinoVK, YoungYakov, Wayne, Rebellion. We do cover these players on a very regular basis. I would even go as far as to say that these are the best Zerg players in StarCraft Evolution. I mentioned before that that's Dark retired, and Shin is focusing on StarCraft 2 at the moment. So without Dark, without Shin, threepoint, YoungYakov, and Wayne, you don't get better than that. These are the best Zerg players in StarCraft Evolution. When it comes to Protoss as well, Geralt I would also place quite highly. I'm a little bit less certain as to where to place Geralt amongst some of the other players like Rebellion and Ateshi. Like Rebellion, Ateshi, Prome, they're all like around a similar skill level, and I think I'd place Geralt amongst them. I think I'd place Geralt like below Skillus, but amongst the other Protoss players as well. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I guess what I was trying to get at earlier is that all of these players we see plenty of, but now they have opportunities to have like these deeper runs, right? These deeper runs, these deeper performances. Now there's no Dark to dominate, there's no Beyond to dominate, there's no Shin to dominate, right? So now these guys, they have like better chances here to kind of wreak havoc, to go in, to step into the ring, to pop off. Here we go. We're gonna be getting into game one. Gonna be on Maganatha. Oh, shit, let's go. Evolution, yeah, it's all good. I mean, these guys they're all known in StarCraft 2 as well, to be fair. Especially when it comes to the online tournament scene, but here we go, we're stepping in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Maganatha. We have our South Korean Zerg player, the Purple Zerg. Oh, the Purple Zerg himself representing Team Hyper 1. It's gonna be a short one. It is a 3-point. Going for the 12 pool, the cheesiest Zerg player in South Korea, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner we have his opponent going for the 13-12. Let's go. 12 pool versus 13-12. We have the red Zerg player. This is Zerg. It is YoungYakov. Let's go. We're gonna ape it up. We're aping it up. Yeah. Now a couple of things coming into this. First things first, for the first time in StarCraft Evolution League, we have a new format, best of 5. It was best of 3 semis, best of 5 grand finals, but now they have switched the semifinals to a best of 5 format instead. I believe a big reason for this, if you're familiar with StarCraft Evolution, you would know that games are really short. I mean, you would have seen that already here, but there are a lot of all-ins. There are a lot of all-ins in StarCraft Evolution. There are a lot of shorter games as a result. Longer macro games are more of a rarity. That is also why I appreciate the island maps, because the island maps force players into a longer game. And we get to experience, you know, kind of like Sky Toss and later game compositions. But in general, all-ins are very, very much so prevalent in the meta of StarCraft Evolution. So increasing the semifinals to best of 5s for more games, I'm all for it. I do think it's a good thing, just to give us more StarCraft Evolution. Otherwise, we have had some shorter matches, some shorter series, and some shorter broadcasts as a result. For now, though, again, 12 pool. So 12 pool here, 3-point, he's Ling rushing across the map. 13-12, what does this mean? This means Ling speed alongside not just Ling speed, but Banelings as well. And here we go, Lings, they do rush past each other. On the one hand, 3-point has more Lings, and 3-point he can take the initial better fight, but YoungYakov will have speed Lings sooner and faster. Remember, this is gasless from 3-point. It is a gasless build, so no Ling speed whatsoever. YoungYakov for now. I mean, 3-point is now aware. He's now aware of the earlier pool, but he doesn't know about the earlier gas. For what he knows, it could be a 12 pool now. He sees no expansion. It's an all-in. So YoungYakov, he's going for the all-in. Link speed is almost complete. Banelings can now be morphed in, and YoungYakov, he just commits across the map. Back at him, he defends with his drones. That's around! Yeah, he gets up close around YoungYakov. He shuts down the Zerglings. And here comes the Bane bust. Actually, we just ignore that. Without Banelings, we just go in. Yeah, Spine Crawler is being targeted down. I should say the Sunken Colony even. And if the colony is finished, then he can defend. It doesn't take long at all. Coney, the first one is going to be denied. There's one Coney left. Can he target it down? It's going to be close. Can he get it? No, he cannot. He cannot. It will finish. Does finish in time. Lings they save into the main. Another Coney's on the way. And 3-point, can he hold on? Remember, 3-point is on 12 drones. YoungYakov, he's on 11. YoungYakov is all in. He has no base. He has no base. He has no expansion. The Coney's almost done. I think 3-point has done it. I think 3-point, I think he has held. Like, what's the answer to the Coney's? 3-point, he can drone. He can drone freely. YoungYakov is going for a fast lair. Oh, God. He's going for the fast lair instead. And with this fast layer, we can go into Spire, I guess, into Mutas. That is an option here for YoungYakov. But here we go. Layer is on the way. Behind this YoungYakov, he is going to be able to defend at least. But all the 3-1 has to do is just drone. He just has to drone up and get into Hydra Tech, and he should be fine. We have one base Spire. I'm assuming it's Spire Tech, but we'll see. Technically, this could be a fast Swarm Host. Infestation bit into Swarm Host, but there it is. Yeah, Spire. Spire's more sane. So I say more sane. One base Muta. Remember, there's no expansion, by the way. And the problem that I have, 3-point, not paying attention, massive connection here. The biggest issue that I have is that 3-point, he's on hashtag. He can just throw down a Hydroden. Going into Ling Hydra is standard, but no Hydroden yet. Ooh. That is a concern. Likewise, 3-point, he did not scout the main. He's not aware of the lair timing. He should be going into Hydras. Right now, he's getting ready for a Bane bust. Uh-oh. He's getting ready for a bust. Throwing down more spine crawlers, more sunken colonies. Which means these Mutas can end the game. Straight up. Like, what shoots up? Nothing. There's nothing here. As I mentioned, there should be a Hydrogen by now, but 3-point, he doesn't know. He didn't scout. Okay. Okay, so YoungYakov, he can still pull this off. He can still bring this over to a win. The Spire's about to finish. Oh, we have 3-point going into a lair before Hydrogen. He's going for his own Mutas. No shot. Is this over? Is this just game? How many Mutas can we make? 4. Oh, that's not a lot. So 4 Mutas. Safety spores. Safety spores on the way. Never mind. What do we have here? We have, yep, 2 spores at the natural. 2 spores in the main. 3-point just fully walling up. And now he's fine. Now he's perfectly fine. He scouted the lair. Yeah, he saw the lair. He went in with the Overlord. Now he knows about the Mutas. And even without Hydras, yeah, he's perfectly, he's safe. He can go into a Spire, and from Spire Tech, he can go into his own Muta Scourge. That's what's important. Like, Scourge completely changed the Muta versus Muta dynamic. By change, I mean they just shut down StarCraft 2 Mutas. Just because SC2 Muta doesn't have the equivalent of Scourge to like force micro out of his opponent. So Muta versus Muta is just heavily in favor of, I would say, Brutal Zerg. As the Spire is on the way. Remember, we have more gas mining for longer here from 3-point. YoungYakov just now getting into his own natural. And does he switch into a ground army? Or what's the plan from here? Oh, good. Mutas, they go for the dive. And they will bleed out. They do deny mining of the gas. Not bad. That's what's important. Gas mining is denied. There was an opening. That's the problem with relying on purely stacked defense. They cannot move. We cannot reposition. So this is actually quite impactful. 2 gases being denied. Oh. As the gas geyser does not go down. Yakov being forced away. Still making more mutas. Meanwhile, we have 11 mutas here from 3-point. Bearing in mind as well that the Brood Muta does have 1 extra range. That's another factor in favor of the Brood Muta kind of dynamic. And here he comes. So 12 mutas versus 7. Oh god. As they pop out, hunt down the overlords. And Yakov, we cannot quite engage. Oh! Yeah, and he can't fight this head on. Not like this. Free damage here with the extra range as well. Yakov getting ready. Yeah, and it's GG. he can't do anything. GG gets called. 3-point takes game number 1. Whew, GG. Again, a crazy start to the game. Does 12 pool versus 13-12. As we saw, once the spine coolers, once the sun colonies finished, that was game. That was game then there. In a sense, it ended the rush. It ended the rush. It ended the aggression. We saw that YoungYakov tried to go into 1-base muta play, but alas, 3-point, he was fully prepared for it. He did Overlord Scout. He did see the lair, so he was more than ready back at home. GG. There was some nice moves out of YoungYakov when he got behind the gas geyser and when he was able to deny some mining. That was a very nice move, but needed more than just that. Did need more than that. And with that, GG well played. We're now getting to game number 2. So this is Wayne vs. Geralt. Oh. Hold on. I will try to fix that. There we go. It should now be fixed out of game. And spawning in the top left hand corner of Troy, we have the purple Zerg. Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. I mean, again, he is the cheesiest Zerg player in all of South Korea. Representing Team Hyper 1, it is 3-point. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Zerg player, the SC2 Zerg down in the series. It is YoungYakov. Here we go. We are building up. YoungYakov, he is once again going gas pool. Jesus, the aggression does not end. So 12 pool out of 3-point, gas pool out of YoungYakov. Now, this is not a 13-12 like we saw previously. This is going to be a later start, or this is going to be later aggression, but aggression nonetheless. And I do favor YoungYakov initially here when it comes to the openers, just because he can shut down his opponent, and we can progress into a longer game. Likewise, because of the faster droning here compared to last game, YoungYakov, he will have the better economy. Naturals on the way for both players. Do see 3-point drone scouting. Bearing in mind, this is a 4-player small map. We have 3-point scouting bottom left and drone scouting directly across the map. And he will find YoungYakov. Does find him. He's aware of the hatchery timing. He knows it is a later hatchery, so that he knows that there is a faster spawning pool. And immediately gas. Immediately does take the gas guys. So this time a much stronger, much faster response here by 3-point. Last game, his gases were so delayed because it was just 12 pooling, but here he's responding, he's reacting. As 3-point does move out. Does move out. Threatens the expansion. But again, YoungYakov should not lose the space. Like, he shouldn't lose it. He has Lings amassing. He should be able to pull the boys. Queen is on the way. The base is getting low, though. And YoungYakov, he doesn't pull the boys. Uh-oh. He doesn't pull the boys. Lings are going down. The Queen gets surrounded. Ah, no, YoungYakov. Again, late reaction here out of the red Zerg. And now he does pull the boys, but this is too much. And if the base goes down, that's game. Like, he can't afford to lose it. He cannot lose the expansion. More Lings trickle in. And the base is gonna fall. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, God. A rough start here for YoungYakov. Remember, this game, YoungYakov, he went for an earlier hatchery compared to last time. He is still going into faster link speed, that is true. But YoungYakov, this was not meant to be an all-in. YoungYakov has been droning. Now he's being forced into an all-in. Bailey Nest gets thrown down. Link speed kicks in. YoungYakov moves out. Meanwhile, 3-point, all he needs is a wall. He needs just some side defense here to survive. Easier said than done, by the way, as we don't have any drones. Out with a bit of engage here from 3-point. YoungYakov, he does try to bypass the army. Three-point does turn back around. Link speed is on the way. No sunken colonies yet. As here come those banelings. So YoungYakov, he should have had the better economy, the better drone count, but now instead we're even workers, and here we go, we have a wall of spine crawlers. Wall of spine crawlers. Wall of sunken colonies. Banelings are on the way for YoungYakov. And from here, 3-point, all he has to do is drone. He just has to drone up. And defend. Oh no! It was once. Oh, Jesus, not the first time this has happened. He does take every baneling to the face. Takes every baneling to the face. Ay, ay, ay. But 3-point is still fine. Like, he can still just drone. I believe there's an opening here, if I'm not mistaken. So he has to be careful. Yeah, there's the opening. Lings, they flood in. The wall is not a wall. Lings, they get into the mineral line. GG gets called. All he needed was a wall, Pappy. That's all he needed. And with that, YoungYakov ties up the series 1-1. GG. Hero? Hero, you're meant to be playing in GSL. What are you doing? What are you... Get out of here. GG, well played. The wall's not a wall. Lings, they flood in, and that does end the game. With that, we have a tied 1-1 series. We're going to game 3. Let's go. Let us go. We're going into game 3, and again this time, yep, we do have our correct scores. That's all correct names outside of game. We're going to be loading into Pylon. Here we go. It's a Clown Fiesta, like Clown Fiesta. As spawning in the top left-hand corner here of Pylon, we have the purple Zerg player. We have the South Korean Zerg, now the SE2 Zerg, by the way, representing Team Hyper 1. The cheesiest Zerg player in all of South Korea. It is a 3-point. Ooh, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, going for a 13-12. We have the Brood War Zerg himself, the Red Zerg. It is YoungYakov. So YoungYakov is going for a 13-12. This is for insanely fast Ling speed. And of course for a Ling flood. Meanwhile, 3-point for now is droning. Droning up somewhat. This is going to be a 14-14. I believe that was a 14 gas geyser. So he's going for an earlier gas. Not as quickly, not as fast as YoungYakov. This is going to be later gas and a later spawning pool. But this is all before the expansion. This is still pretty safe. This is pretty safe play here. Going gas pool into an expansion. This is actually quite similar to the opener and the build that YoungYakov went for last game. YoungYakov still lost the expansion, which should not have happened. Here, 3-point should be looking to save it. As you can see here, Ling speed is on the way. He pulls out of gas, and Lings are amassing. Ooh, Yakov is expanding with this. Okay, Yakov, he does decide to expand alongside the 13-12. That will eat into his overall Ling count. But I guess there's no queen, so it makes sense. Just because you have less lava. And you have excess minerals. Okay, okay. It's all piecing together here. The build in Brood War, I mean. So 13-12 with the expansion. And Yakov does move out. Meanwhile, 3-point going for his own. I mean, he stays in gas. Important to note, he stays in gas. Link speed is on the way. Bailey Nest is on the way as well. And 3-point again, this build is designed to punish YoungYakov. As Yakov, he hasn't droned. He hasn't really droned here. He's got 13 drones. Making more lings. Going for the base. Oh! Tries to collapse in the army. 3-point does pull away in time. Nice reaction. Does save the queen. The base is getting there. The baitling has arrived. Oh no! Oh my god. Baitling waddles in. Does waddle. Decent connection. And 3-point holds. And again, unlike YoungYakov, 3-point, he does. Oh no! There's a bit of miscontrol there, but he does save the expansion. That's what's important. Yakov, he attempts to move in. Is denied. Yakov, he's just now making his first drone, his first 2. He's making a handful of workers. Link speed now kicks in for 3 points, which means now he can counterattack. And now the roles are reversed. We need side defense back at home, and we need to wall up when necessary as well. Don't leave it open. Don't pull a hero. As for now, oh god. Army still do dance. 3 when he commits across the map, he does leave some bailings back home to defend. YoungYakov, he attempts to punish, he attempts to go in. The bailings are ready. Let's go for the expansion. Ooh, some wasted connections there, less than ideal. The base is getting low, and the base is going to go down. At the same time, 3 when he gets across the map, gets off the spine crawlers. Bailings, they will look to connect. Ooh, they crash in. But those spine crawlers, they are tanky. Jesus, that was 3 bailings, and they do nothing. They tickle the spine. They tickle the colonies. Oh god. Blings, they bust into the main. Boys are being pulled. Bailings are denied. The sunken colonies, they're thick boys, man. Oh my god. And Yakov holds. Yakov does hold. Yakov does defend. He's going to be cleaned up. And as it all settles, 3 points still has the better economy. He has a higher drone count, but he did lose the expansion. Again, that should not have happened, but the base did go down. So this is still anyone's game. May could have done something else if he hadn't walked his lings right into the bailings. As we mentioned, he could have still walled off. Even without those lings, like, he could have still defended. Last game, 3 points defense wasn't necessarily predicated on him losing all those things. Just because he had, what, like 3 spines on the way? Just needed more time. Needed more time. For now, though, we are threatening a dive. YoungYakov, he has been droning up. Now he's fully wall. This is a wall. Does fully wall off here at the natural to make sure that a Bane bust does not break him. And now YoungYakov, he can freely drone. He's freely droning, taking gases from here and going to Hydra Tech. Going for the lair instead. This is a little bit greedier. This means that now he's 1 step further away from Hydras or from any kind of units. With a fast lair, it feels like Muta play, but Mutas take a lot more longer to really come online. And 3 point is not droning. 3 point is still making nothing but links. So 3 point, his goal here is to bust this location. Meanwhile, YoungYakov, again, he is a ways away from Mutas, so it's going to be a tough hold. That's a lot of bait. 14 bailings. Now this is a bust. 14 bailings on the way. We need a second wall. We need a second wall behind this. Eva Chamber does go down, and he's done it. He breaks on through, surrounds the spine crawlers, surrounds the colonies, I should say. There was no second wall. There are still more colonies here at the natural. No economic damage yet. Colony's still on the way in the main. Boys are being pulled. It's going to be a rough trade here. Drones are going down, but so far, nice drone drilling. Does pull away, does buy time. More bailings morphing in. The colony, he needs it. 7 drone kills. Oh my god. Lings, they pop out. Can he get on top of the banelings? He can. He denies one, denies two, he denies all three. He defends. Whew. He defends. He barely holds on here. That was a very clutch hold. YoungYakov, he survives. Oh no. Has to pull away. The bust continues. Now look at the drone count. Thankfully, throwing down the wall once again. Trying to set up. Oh, but the sunken colonies are too far behind. We don't even need banelings to bring this down. As that's a cancel. Does cancel in time. Banelings are waddling in. Spinecrawler gets surrounded. Oh my god. Very nice target firing out of YoungYakov. Oh my god, Bailey doesn't connect. But this is still a very clutch. Oh, this is still a very close fight. So very close, very clutch. Lings, they do break out. Wall is on the way. And these banelings, they will finish, but some of them are being denied, and we're just buying time for more colonies. More colonies. Nice control there by YoungYakov. He pulls away in time. The hatchery's now under fire. Catching reinforcements. Hatchery goes down. The Spire is finally on the way. Again, this would have been an easier hold, I should say, if we had gone for something like Hydras instead, but the mutas are coming. Banelings, they zone away. They zone away the army. Boys are pulled back. Banelings, oh no! Oh my god, they almost crash in. Almost. Has to pull away, has to get the hell out of here. Oh no! One baneling connects, second baneling as well, but no more banelings. And YoungYakov, he does survive, but his drone count is so incredibly low. Back across the map, 3 point, he has nothing. Just Ling Bane. Just Ling Bane. No lair, no gases, no nothing. The mutas are coming. The mutas are on the way. Oh my god, Jesus. Yeah, calm down. Calm down, calm down. Has to pull away. Does re-wall once again. The Spire takes so long. Get the Spire out here. Get it out here. Even then, it's not going to be easy. Lings are out of position. One baneling is hearted. There's one baneling left. Oh no! Oh my god. Does pull away. Baneling should be targeted. Should be targeted. It's not. There we go. Whew. Towards the end. Does get targeted. Spire gets surrounded, but the mutas are coming. Mutas are finally coming. 3 point just has to buy time for the mutas, and they're here. They're almost here, I should say. There we go. They have arrived. And finally, he can force this back. He can focus on those banelings. He can force back 3 points. Hunt down overlords, gain map control. 3 point behind this is heavily droning up, and he has 4 queens, so he should be able to defend his natural at least. These mutas do move out. We can see 3 point is still being active. 3 point is looking for the third. If YoungYakov tries to expand, then 3 point is going to be there to stop it. Oh, mutas, they dive on the queens. Not the best move. Means they can hold their own. 3 point still enjoying a better economy. From here, going into Hydras. Mutas are on a timer. They are on a timer here, as they haven't done any economic damage. Everyone's being found out. So far with YoungYakov is still just redroning, resaturating. Still a very low drone count for YoungYakov. And 3 point might just be too far ahead here. Like, the problem is that typically, how do you counter Ling Hydra and ZvZ? Usually with banelings, right? Usually with Ling Bane. But YoungYakov doesn't have banelings. It's not accessible to him. So he doesn't really have a good answer to the Hydras that are on the way. It's gonna be Ling Hydra versus Ling Muta, essentially. Now, in a standard ZvZ, if we had like a proper economy, then the answer to Hydra Lurker Viper from the SC2 side would be Guardian, would be Muta into Guardians. But we're so far away from that just because the economy is so low, right? Like, this is just a really low eco game state. The Mutas, they get a queen. They get a sport. Oof. It will slip away. Infestation is on the way here for 3 points. That should be for Hive. Oh, never mind. Does cancel. I was gonna say it should be for Hive Tech for Vipers. Oh god, the Mutas, they fight this head on. They should not. That was how many? That was 5 Mutas going down. 5 Mutas for 4 Hydras. Ay. Not a good trade. We can see YoungYakov is switching into his own Hydras instead. Oh, that's gonna be a rough transition. I mean, it'll be better than being stuck on Mutas, I suppose. I mean, he can't do anything else is a problem, right? Like, he doesn't have the economy to sustain Hive Tech and to sustain something like Guardians. So it has to be Hydra. He's taking into Lurkers as well. Lurkers would be a way to slow the game down if he can get there, but 3 point should not give him time. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving out. 3 point is already pushing, and again, he should be. The economy for YoungYakov, it was just so low early on. He lost so many drones in the defense. Nice around here on the Hydras. Okay, can he force 3 point back home? We're going for the base trade. We're going for the base trade. Mutas, they take out all the queens. At the same time, 3 point knocking down that wall. We have Spinecles, we have some colonies on the way, but he needs more time. The colonies, they're not ready. Hydras, they break on through. They take down the first line of defense. At the same time, Mutas have control of the natural. It's just all about the base trade here. Lurker Tech is finishing. Can we morph in some Lunkers? If we can morph in a handful of Lurkers, we can defend one of these bases. Meanwhile, the natural has gone down for 3 point. 3 point throws down a wall of spore crawlers in the main, and these Mutas are too late. Yeah, they're too late to salt the spores. They could have. The Lunkers, they morph in. He gets one Lurker. Let's go. The main base is secure. And we do have... Oh, we're trying to race back home. Mutas, they race back, but there's so many Hydras. And there's only 1 Lurker. Sorry, 2. 2 Lurkers. Hydras, they so step in. Mutas, they cannot fight head on. And he's going to be forced to. Yeah, 3 points. It's going to be a close fight, actually. 3 point is running out of Hydras. It's so close. Down to 4 Mutas. 4 Mutas remaining. Very close fight. The Mutas haven't regenerated. No, the Mutas, they can't go in. Lings, they do help support. They clean up all the Hydras. And where exactly are we? Okay. Yeah, GG. 0 drones. 0 drones for YoungYakov. He had no economy, and 3 point, he was on 1 base economy. He was on 1 base. He had an economy back at home. He had saturation. GG. GG, well played. With that 3 point, he will take game number 3, taking a lead in the series. GG. And again, unfortunately, YoungYakov was just so greedy when it came to his transition out of the initial all-in. If you remember, his transition was going into a lair, going to 2 base Muta, which hit so late compared to going into Hydra Tech. So he was vulnerable. There was such a big window where he could be killed, and he wasn't. He survived, but he sustained so much damage. I was trying to emphasize how many workers he had lost, but when Mutas popped out, I think he had less than 20 drones, and I want to say that 3 point had like 32. Like 3 point, he had like almost double the drone count. Like it was crazy just how much of a stronger economy 3 point had after the Mutas defended. So 3 point, he just had a massive economic lead. So whether he would go into his own Spire or into Hydras, of course, did have the advantage. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're getting into game number 4, and we'll see how this story ends. Do we go to the ace match, or does 3Point claim the series? Let's go. Let us go. Here we go. Threepoint still has economy. Yes, as we pointed out, there were zero drones for YoungYakov, and here we go, spawning in the top right hand corner of Vermeer. We have the purple Zerg player. We have the purple Zerg player himself, leading the series 2-1, representing Team Hyper 1. It is a 3Point, making drones. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, going for the 12 pool, we have the blue Zerg player, the Brood War Zerg, down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force the ace match. It is YoungYakov. So this entire series has been very low economy, very low eco here. We've been seeing nothing but 12 pools, 13 12s, more 12 pools, 14 15s, 14 16s. Here likewise, gas first out of 3 points, so it's going to be gas pool into a hatchery. This is a relatively safe build. This does allow 3Point to get into earlier link speed and earlier banelings. This is similar to what we just saw last game, very similar. Meanwhile, YoungYakov, he's committing to 12 pool. He is going to be committing. Now, bearing in mind, 12 pools are not all in, but there are all in versions. What I'm referring to, a 12 pool drone pool. Technically, we can go for a 12 pool drone pool into like a, I would say, a spine rush in StarCraft 2, but Sunken Colony Rush doesn't really make a lot of sense here in Brood War. Hello. Let's go. Yeah, okay. 12 pool drone pool. Okay, we go. Yeah, let's go. The 12 pool drone pool is upon us, and it looks like we are going for the Sunken Colony Rush. Now, I just brought up the spine rush and how that doesn't really coincide too well with Brood War, but we're going for it regardless. Meanwhile, Spine Crawlers on the way for 3Point. Spine Crawlers are on the way. There's no expansion. 3Point, he's very well set up for this. He's almost looking at hard counter. Here we go with the Sunken Colony Rush. Now, the problem with the Sunken Colony Rush is that unlike with Spine Crawlers, you can't reposition. That's in my mind, it's a little bit worse. But we'll see if we can pull it off. They are much faster, to be fair. Boys are being pulled. Decent drone drilling here at a 3 points, but he's losing a lot of drones. Yeah, there we go. The Spine Crawler does complete. 3Point, he will defend. The Queen arrives as well, but what about the colonies, though? Yeah, colonies are also done. Here we go. Colony versus Spine. Who comes out on top? Oh my god, a lot of drones are going down. The Queen is being targeted. And I think YoungYakov has done it. I think he's done it here. Again, these Spine Crawlers, they took so long to reposition. Every drone is going down. 2 workers escape here. Ooh. And with that, 3Point does have an economy. He's mining with 2. YoungYakov mining with 0. But he's going back home. He's going back home with his drones. Oh no! Speaking of drones, no, he's down to 1. Down to 1 worker. Down to 0. 0 drones. He has nothing. He has no workers. That's game. That's game then and there. YoungYakov, he's going to be able to make it back home. He has an economy. The Spine Crawler, they're waddling across. True, they're waddling across. They're waddling across the map. That's the other advantage here of Spine Crawlers, is that they are mobile, but it takes so long to waddle across. 3Point, he's got 4 drones. Sorry, he's got 4 lings, and he's going for the 4 workers. He's going for the drones, going for the mineral line. Now, if 3Point can kill these drones, he can end the game. And likewise, he can also just buy time for his Spine Crawlers. He can buy time. They're coming. Oh, that's a lot of lings, sir. That's a lot of lings. That's going to be 6 lings for YoungYakov. Yeah, GG gets called. And YoungYakov, he ties up the series. We are going to the ace match. Let's go. Whew. Let us go. We're going to the ace match here. And again, 3Point, he'd almost defended beautifully there, but he did lose his drones towards the end. He had preserved them, he had saved them, but did lose them towards the end, so he had no economy. It was a bold dive there from YoungYakov, but he was able to barely get those 2 workers to make sure that there was no economy. And GG, well played. Likewise, we also saw that the Spine Crawlers, they were not quite in position, so the time that it took them to uproot and to burrow again, those were crucial seconds here that did favor YoungYakov. did favor him. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're going into the ace match. Let's find out how this ends. Imagine the same thing. Let's go. Did the Sun Colonies even do anything? They did. They killed the queen. They targeted down the queen. But here we go. And we're now getting into our next game. We're getting into the ace match and spawning in the top right hand corner. Top right hand corner here of Holy World. We have the purple Zerg player making drones, by the way. The purple Zerg, the South Korean Zerg representing Team Hyper 1. It is 3-point. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, going for the 12 pool, we have the SE2 Zerg player, the red Zerg. It is YoungYakov. 3-point is going 12 pool, opposite player. YoungYakov is 12 pooling, 3-point is going for a gas first. So 3-point is going gas first. With this, it looks like gas first into a spawning pool. Looks like a safer opener here out of 3-point. YoungYakov, he might 12 pool, drone pool, spine rush again. Of course, last game it was a sunken colony rush. This time it could be a spine rush. So we'll see if he commits. We'll see if he does pull the boys. Now the Overlord does scout top right, so YoungYakov, he will find a 3-point instantly. The Overlords, I believe they actually do pass by each other. Here we go. Oh, okay, so 3-point, he is expanding. He will soon confirm, and yep, there we go. We have the Ling Flood, we have the 12 pool, spine rush out of YoungYakov. Let's go! And 3-point, he... No! If he went all the way in, he would see the lack of drones. 3-point, he barely misses. Oh, no. He barely does miss. He's barely not... He does see the links. Okay, he does see the links. He knows it's at least a 12 pool. But he doesn't see the drones. He doesn't see the boys. There we go, there we go. Does start his own sunken colony. Remember, the colonies, they finish off faster. Spine crawlers on the way. Getting the one spine, collapsing on the colony. Can he deny the colony? I don't think he can. Yeah, he won't be able to. Colonies, they just finished so fast. And we hold. 3-point, he shuts it. Yes, he completely shuts this down. Completely cleans this up. The colony will complete. 3-point, he defends. GG gets called. And a 3-point with some immaculate drone drilling there. He shuts down YoungYakov. And 3-point will win the series 3-2. GG. Whew, oh my god. Yeah, that drone drilling was crazy out of 3-point. He got a full surround real fast and real quick. And again, the sunken colony finishes up so quickly defensively. I mean, in general. So if you're defending as a brutal Zerg player, your colony will finish faster than the spine. So again, does have that advantage. GG. GG well plays, does finish, does shut him down. And a 3-point, he will advance on to the grand finals. Whew, oh my god. GG, well played. And with that, we're now getting into our next semis, into our next set of matches here. And we'll see if we can also see another ace match. Can we also make it all the way to game 5? Let's go. As up next, we have a ZvP between Wayne and Geralt. Game 1 is going to be on Vermeer.